guys, I'm Alexis.
And I'm Christian, and we are Tiny House Expedition.
And we love e-bikes.
We do.
Because they are fun, functional, and are a great fit for our tiny house lifestyle. And from our current parking spot, we can get anywhere we want to go in town within a 5 to 15 minute ride on an e-bike.
And today, on this chilly January afternoon, we're going to share our review of this guy, the Espin Nesta.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, it is. So the big thing about the Nesta is, yes, it's an e-bike, but it's foldable. So it folds up to about half its size.
Which is perfect for our current parking situation because we do have access to our host storage shed. We have a little space in there and we want to maximize that space, so being able to fold this is perfect, so we also have room for our box of Christmas decorations. The shape of this bike is designed with comfort and accessibility in mind. Now, as you'll see, there's no crossbar. Instead, there's a very low step over here. It's only 15 inches tall, which makes for a really easy on and off, and something I'm not really used to. Actually, most times when I get on and off this bike, I'm wanting to lift my leg way higher than I need to. And also, it's versatile for anyone 5 foot tall up to 6'3", which is a giant range.
Because this is an e-bike, it has a motor and a battery. The back wheel inside that hub is where the 750 watt motor is. And the battery, which is right underneath the seat attached to the frame, is a 48 volt lithium ion battery. And it stays on there because it's got a little connector that also has a lock, so you can lock it in place. But what you could do is, if you ride this bike to work, you can have a charger at work and just unlock it and bring it inside and charge it. It takes about 6 hours to charge from zero. So the Nesta is a class 3 e-bike, which means it fits in the section that goes up to 28 miles an hour. And the Nesta actually goes about 25. Like a lot of other e-bikes, this one has pedal assist. And what that does is it takes power from the motor while you're pedaling to make it a lot easier.
It has 5 levels of power that you can toggle between to reach higher and higher speeds until you max out at 25 miles per hour. And for quick acceleration, you can use the trigger thumb throttle, which is perfect for powering up hills.
And to keep an eye on your speed and your distance, you use the LCD screen. It tells you everything you need to know. To change through the menu settings, you use the toggle button on the left-hand side. Some of the other features on this bike are things like a front headlight and a rear braking light. Hey, baby dears. Got that on camera.
My brakes, got it.
What happened?
These hydraulic brakes stopped like a dime when that deer jumped out in front of me, so 2 thumbs up.
And just like a lot of other bikes, it has a gear shifter. So this one is actually 8-speed. And it also has really responsive hydraulic disc brakes. And the other obvious thing is, this is a fat tire bike. And it has 20-inch knobby tires that can be used for on and a little off-road. And they're 20 inches tall because, remember, the bike folds.
What makes this e-bike extra special for me is the impressive storage capability for running errands. With the premium package, which is a little bit of an extra cost, it comes with a front and rear rack with 88 pounds of capacity. That's a lot of stuff.
That's a ton of stuff. And what we did before we went to the grocery store was this. Because it's a bicycle, you can do things like this. You can put a milk crate on it. So we use this to go to the grocery store.
Yep. So we had the crate on the back, and then we put the really sweet Espin Pannier bag on the front, which, side note, is super dope because it has a laptop sleeve and turns into a backpack. So I really like the idea if I went to a coffee shop that I could just take that off really easily and take it inside. running errands with the bike, went to the grocery store. Believe it or not, I got a 24 pack of eggs and a couple other things, which safely made it from the store back home in this crate right here. No problem at all. That also gave me a chance to try the bike out on various terrain. That's something also great about this bike because of those tires. I went through slush, I went through snow, a little bit of mud, and this held up beautifully, no issues at all. A really important note about this bike is that if you get caught in the rain or the snow, you don't have to worry about the electrical components getting ruined. It's waterproof. So that really puts your mind at ease, though you probably don't want to store it out where it can get soaked in water. That is probably not good for it. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. So you're probably getting the idea that this is a pretty sweet commuter bike. And in fact, you could go between 20 and 40 miles on one battery charge, which is pretty incredible. And for us at our tiny house parking spot, I can get everywhere in town, even outside of town, and we still have leftover battery.
Yeah, totally. And you know, the other thing to remember is that it's still a bike. So if the battery dies on you, just ride it. Just pedal and you can get back home.
Just be more of a workout.
Yeah, totally. The other things I appreciate about this bike are the details, like this little cord wrangler that it has for all of the wires that come down from the brakes. That thing is awesome. And of course, the cup holder. I've always wanted a little cup holder on my bike. All in all, the Espin Nesta e-bike is a really, really great e-bike. The things that can be improved are really the instructions on how to put it together. Like, it really didn't come with anything definitive on how to put it together, and that, you know, it was supposed to take me about 15 minutes. It ended up taking me over an hour to really figure out how to do it.
Yeah, and I definitely noticed looking through the owner's manual that some of the description of the different modes and functions could be a little clearer, so I hope Espin will improve that in the future. You know, a downside for some people could be the weight of this bike. Even though it can fold into this very compact shape, which is great for transporting or storing in small spaces, it weighs 65 pounds.
That's pretty heavy.
So start lifting some weights.
What we most enjoy about this bike is the ride. You know, it has small wheels on it because it folds, so that on other e-bikes that I've tried, it actually makes it feel like the bike is gonna like turn really sharp really quickly, but this bike doesn't have that problem. It rides really nice.
Yeah, super smooth, very responsive. The brakes will stop on a dime, but I really like the thumb throttle. It's just super easy to use, doesn't take a lot of coordination. There's no turning. For me, for whatever reason, I just takes more thought process, but just with the thumb throttle, it's just anytime I want to like start up or you know, race up a hill, I can just easily press it and boom, we're gone.
The Espin Nesta is a little more expensive than other e-bikes, but is totally worth it. It's on sale right now for $13.99.
And if you want to learn more about it, check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching our video and for stopping by Tiny House Expedition. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Christian. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And for more tiny home tours and stories, click the videos below.
And join us on Patreon for bonus content,
including face-to-face conversations with us. We hope to see you there.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.